books in 50 days challenge. Oh, that you're going to stick around and get to the end. We're going to be reading and uploading one book every day. Our family, someone from our family is going to read an awesome and amazing book for you to listen to and follow along. And you can even get your brothers or your sisters, your parents or your guardians or your grandparents to listen along with you. Today's book is a great book. I think you're going to like this book. This book is going to be amazing. And you're probably going to see yourself in this book. So, what is the name of our book today? What is the title? The title is King Khalid is Proud. King Khalid is Proud. It's written by Veronica N. Chapman. Illustrated by Fuji Takashi. Let's get started. King Khalid is proud. When I look in the mirror, I feel proud because everywhere I go, people say the word proud out loud. Do you hear people say proud out loud? The first time I heard it, I would never forget, was the day I used the potty all by myself and I told my parents, "No, I don't need help. I'm all set." Do you remember that day? In 4th grade, my teacher, Mr. Clark, said he was proud of me because instead of doing 2 assignments, I did 3. So he got extra credit for that 3rd assignment. Even my grandma says I make her proud because when she needs my help, I get excited. It's hard to believe my grandma would need help from little old me. But wherever she needs me is where I want to be. Are you helpful? Do you help your parents? Do you help your grandma? Do you help your aunties, your uncles? Do you help your smaller siblings? Do you help your classmates? Do you help your teacher? Who is it that you like to help? One day, I even heard the word proud on my parents' radio. It was in a song we danced to during our family show. Is there one show that you and your parents, or you and your mom and your dad, love to watch together, even your siblings? Perhaps we're that show. First, my parents sang, "Say it out loud." Then my sister and I got to shout, "I'm black and I'm proud." That's a James Brown song. There are times when I don't hear, like when I tease my little sister, or when I don't do what I'm supposed to do, or what I'm told. Like when I stay up past my bedtime to play my favorite video games. First, my dad takes my game, then he shuts off the lights. And after he leaves, I always pout and say, "I can't wait till I'm old." Are those the kind of things that you say? While my father was cutting my hair one night, I told him that I have to stay up to play my game so I can beat my best score. I'm so close to winning that I need to play even more. But Dad wouldn't budge one bit. Instead, he said, "Son, if you're going to stay up late, it should be to create, not to consume. But until then, no excuses." And at 8 p.m., lights off in your room. That night, I was in bed on time, but I just couldn't get to sleep. I was so excited thinking about what my dad said to me. Maybe I could create my own game. How cool would it be? Then I could stay up later and work on something that truly excites me. Is there something in your life that truly excites you? Do you like to write computer codes? Do you like to create artwork? Do you like to play sports? Do you like to read? Do you like to do something that just makes you so excited that you can just spend hours and hours doing it and enjoying it and not consuming it, but creating it? I can see it now. My game could have flying dragons or racing cars or even basketball tournaments on Mars. The next day at school, you wouldn't believe it. There was a flyer for a new club on my classroom wall that was so high, I needed a step stool to retrieve it. I took it off the wall, looked closer, and what did I see? An announcement for a new computer club during recess where I could bring and build my own game. I was so shocked. How could this be? I believe Grandma said that's called serendipity. Computer club starts tomorrow, and I will be there to make new friends and learn new things so I can stay up late, creating, not consuming. Someone has to test my new game, and it should be me. I wonder just how much later my bedtime will be. How much later do you think his dad is going to allow him to stay up, creating instead of consuming? But first things first, I should focus on my homework now. Besides, computer club might be really hard. Still, I can't wait to start. When I walked into the computer lab, I was surprised to see a familiar face. Mr. Clark was standing in front of the class next to someone I did not recognize. He introduced us to Miss Grace, a computer engineer, and he told us we were very lucky to be taught by such a brilliant parent volunteer. Does your parent or your guardian or someone that you know in your family volunteers at your school? Over 8 weeks, we learned so much. We learned how to create characters for our own games and how to make them move. There are so many cool things you can program them to do. We learned that we had to save our work so our changes wouldn't disappear. One day I forgot to save mine, so I had to do all my work all over again. I was almost in tears. Could you imagine doing all this work and it disappears and you have to do it all over again? Oh my goodness, do you think Khalid was proud of himself at that moment? I never told my parents that I had joined a club during recess because I wanted it to be a surprise. When I handed them an invitation to our final presentation, they couldn't believe their eyes. He surprised his parents. My parents had so many questions, but I asked them to please just wait and see. They would find out everything the following Friday in the computer lab at 3. On presentation day, my parents weren't the only ones who were surprised. I won a certificate, but for best video game, and a trophy as a prize. But I had to be sure to let my parents know that my game still needs some work, and to remind my dad of what he told me. If you're going to stay up late, it should be to create, not to consume. So I asked my parents if I could stay up later to work on my game and then turn the lights out in my room. As I gathered my things, I could hear my parents discussing my requests. But their conversation wasn't very loud. That means he couldn't hear them. Guess what? My parents said yes. Now I really know what it means to be proud. What makes you proud? Who makes you proud? How does that make you feel when someone says, I'm proud of you? Maybe you've never heard that before. So I'm going to say it today. I am proud of you. I am proud of the young man you are becoming. I'm proud of the young lady you're becoming. Continue to do the good work. Continue to create and not just to consume. Continue to be imaginative, creative, whimsy, smart, articulate. Why? Because that will make others proud of you. And if others are not proud, you should be proud of yourself. But that's our book. I hope to see you next time. And remember, 50 books in 50 days. Join us, stay with us. We have some amazing books coming up. Also, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Have a great and awesome day. And remember, read every day before you decide to play.